This is the video 15B. We're going to talk about resistance. Now, the big question for today is what affects resistance in wires? So remember, there are two codes in each video. One is written, one is verbal code, and each are three numbers. They're randomly generated. You cannot guess them. Write what's in green. You will need these in your notebooks for the notebook check. And at this time, this is the written code. I would recommend you write this down somewhere. All right, so what affects resistance in wires? So we're going to do a lab that shows that. But resistance is an electrical quantity that measures how the device or material reduces the electric current flow through it. The resistance is measured in the unit ohms. We make an analogy to water flow in pipes. The resistance is bigger when the pipe is thinner, so water flows decrease. Voltage is the difference of height, water. Current is the flow of water, right? Resistance would be like rocks in a river. So you got to think like current would be how much water is flowing. Voltage would be the height of that reservoir water, and resistance you're going to have if you have larger rocks that will slow the current down more. So this is a good video on resistance, and then we're going to do a resistance is futile lab. What do the colored bands and resistors mean? So this video will help you determine what the colored bands on those resistors mean. But let's just take a look at that, right? So there are several mnemonic devices you can use to memorize these. You're not going to have to memorize these though, but the bands on a resistor distinguish the resistor's value. So the first band, that's the first figure. The second band is the second figure. The third band is going to be the multiplier. The fourth band is the tolerance. Don't worry about this one too much. That's just how accurate it is. So you can look this up at this link. So let's just get some practice. Let's do a practice problem here, right? So we'll look at the the depicted, right? So what does the first band represent? So I can look at that chart and I know brown is 1. So the first number is going to be 1. The second band represents black, which is 0. So I know I'm going to have 1, 0. Now, what is the number? Is the multiplier? Well, it's going to be it's going to be red. So I'm going to multiply it by 100. Right. So that's going to be 10 times 100. That's going to be 1,000. Now, the tolerance. Don't really worry about the gold. That's just the 5% tolerance. All right, so those are the links for the day. I will give you the code. It is 264. The verbal code, I say again, is 264. Once again, I'll leave you with my final thought. There's too much unknown in the universe to take a break from learning. Get out there and question everything.